Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Just 1 Minute or So. Today we're going to talk about the best Agile project management tools to use. Let's start with the Scrum methodology. Scrum is a form of Agile project management. You can think of it as a framework. And with Scrum, work is split into short cycles known as sprints, which usually last about 1 to 2 weeks. And work is taken from the backlog for each sprint iteration. Now, small teams are led by a Scrum Master, who is not the same as a project manager, for the duration of the sprint, after which they review their performance in a sprint retrospective and make any necessary changes before starting the next sprint. So you will use this project management methodology if you're striving for continuous improvement, and you will not use it if you don't have the full commitment from the team needed to make it work. Let's go now to Kanban methodology. Originating from the manufacturing industry, the term Kanban has evolved to denote a framework in which tasks are visually represented as they progress through columns on a Kanban board. Work is pulled from the predefined backlog on a continuous basis as the team has capacity and moved through the columns on the board, with each column representing a stage of the process. Kanban is great for giving everyone an immediate visual overview of where each piece of work stands at any given time. You can use Kanban boards for everything from your content marketing process to hiring and recruiting. It also helps you to see where bottlenecks are at the risk of forming. And if you notice one of your columns getting clogged, for instance, you will know that that's a stage of your process that needs to be examined. When you're using Kanban as a part of an Agile project management methodology, it's also common to implement work in progress, WIP limits. Work in progress limits restrict the amount of tasks in play at any given time, meaning that you can only have a certain number of tasks in each column. And this prevents your team from spreading their energy across too many tasks, and instead ensures that they can work more productively by focusing on each task individually. Now, when will you use this methodology? When you're looking for a visual representation of your project progress, when you want at-a-glance status updates, when you want to encourage using WIP limits so your team can stay focused, and when you prefer to work on a continuous pull basis. Now, when you will not use this method is when your process is super complex or has tons of stages, or you want to switch to a push system instead rather than a pull system. Let's move now to the Scrumban methodology. It is a hybrid Agile project management methodology that has Scrum's nose and Kanban's eyes. The main benefit of the Scrumban as a method is that instead of deciding which task from the backlog to work on in each sprint at the outset, like you would in a traditional Scrum framework, Scrumban allows teams to continuously pull from the backlog based on their capacity that they would in a Kanban framework. So you're using work in progress limits from Kanban during your sprint cycle from Scrum. You can keep a continuous flow while still incorporating project planning, reviews, and retrospectives as needed. So when will you use this project methodology? Well, when you want to combine exactly that, Scrumban and Kanban. And finally, let's move to extreme programming, XP methodology. So again, it's another form of Agile project management, and it was designed for software development, and it emphasizes teamwork and collaboration across managers, customers, and developers with teams that are self-organizing. It has a defined set of rules that teams should follow, which are based on its 5 values. Simplicity, communication that is face-to-face is preferred, feedback, respect, and courage. When will you use this method? When you want to foster teamwork and collaboration, and you have a small co-located team. You wouldn't use this if your team is spread across different places and time zones. And that's all for today. In the next episodes, we're going to talk about adaptive project framework and other frameworks also like Lean. Stay tuned and thank you.